Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing a reading about your aura, and we're taking a look at what energy vibe are you giving at the moment. And to do this reading we are going to be picking, as usual, 3 piles together. For some reason, are these 3? Wow. I was just going to say something about this deck. For some reason I rarely choose tarot cards as cards to pick from. I do sometimes, but it's very rare. But for some reason, this deck was really calling out for me for this reading. So I have a strong feeling that it's going to really read your energy for today's reading really well. So let's check out what the 3 cards are. For pile number 1, you have the Devil, and if you're drawn to it, I would highly recommend You're Not Afraid at All. Pile number 2, you have the High Priestess. And pile number 3, you have the Death card. So, like I said, please do not be free. Trust your intuition. Trust the message you're supposed to get for today. So, take a look at these 3 cards. Actually, if you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the Cherry Quartz. For pile number 2, you have the Aura Quartz. And for pile number 3, you have the Rose Quartz. So take a look at which one of these 3 cards or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will be the pile for you here today. And as I mentioned, please use your intuition to see which card you're the most drawn to. I know that if you've been in the spiritual realm for so long, you're not afraid anymore of any cards. You know that there's always a strong message from Spirit to tell you about something that may open up your mind. You may find out a great blessing. You have no idea. So trust your intuition. Really take a look at your cards. Know that tarot is not meant to scare you. Otherwise, it's not coming from the light. It's meant to advise you. It's meant to guide you. It's meant to show you something that may, as you see something, maybe the biggest blessing that you get for a very, very long time. Or you just might find out about something you have no idea about. And it was, in my opinion, very important that I give this disclaimer. Please don't be afraid of spirituality at all. Just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and genuinely take a good look at the 3 cards. See which one you're the most drawn to. And once you're ready with the pile or the piles that you have chosen, maybe you're even drawn to the 3. Head down to the description box. You'll find the timestamps, and I'll see you in your readings. Okay, I'm about to begin your pile preparation process. If you need any more time to take a closer look at your piles or your crystals, please pause the video, take as much time as you need. Once you're ready, I'll see you there. Hey Soul family, welcome to your shuffling and pile preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here as we prepare for your piles. I cannot wait for today's reading to take a look at your aura, especially with the interesting cards that came out. I feel like it's going to be a deep reading that shows us so many things, perhaps also guides us in a direction that we haven't been seeing. Who knows? We'll understand the vibe that you are exuding at the moment, the good, the bad, the amazing, what's coming, what's leaving. We'll see it all, I'm sure. And to do this reading, these are the decks that we will be using. On the left are the oracle decks, and on the right are the tarot decks. All right, so let's get straight into it. And let's find out what energy vibe are you giving at the moment? What is your aura at the moment? 1, 2, I feel this one actually, and 3. Okay, moving on to the next deck. 1, 2, again it's this one, 3. Oh, sorry. Oh, 1, 2, and 3. Right, now it's time for the tea leaves. We'll divide them into 3. This way we can shuffle them for the piles in a much easier way. Oh, okay, so that is pile 1. That's pile 2, but I feel like the time appeared for a reason, so I'm going to take it. Are we supposed to have 2 cards for every pile? We'll find out now. No, I think it's just 1. Okay. Right. Let's now pull out your tarot cards. I think it's better if we spread them out just a little bit like that. Okay, so... Ooh, okie dokie. Right, so 1 and 2. Whoa. 1 and 2. This deck is ready for sure. Are these 2? Yep. There we go. I feel this one, so I'm going to take it, and then I'll take this one. These 2 appeared, so I'm going to take that. Oh, and the last 2. The cards have been coming out very easily today. Smooth energy. 2. Right, this one is 1. And 2. I feel these 2. I'm going to take them. Okay. Last deck. Oh, so 2. 2. These look like our last 2. Wonderful. Right, so now that your 3 piles are ready, let's put them neatly together so that we are ready for your reading. I'll take the first pile. That will be pile number 1, right there, with the cherry quartz. That'll be pile number 2. With the aura quartz. There we go. And this will be pile number 3. There we go. Right there with the rose quartz. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful cherry quartz as well as the devil card. So, my dear pile number 1, let's take a close look at what your aura is at the moment, meaning what energy vibe are you giving at the moment. Okay, to do this reading, we're going to first take a look at your aura cards. Oracle cards. So you have, wow, Aradia. I love Aradia. Such a beautiful card to have with heritage. I knew this first pile was going to be amazing. Right. You also have La Superbia. Now, this is an oracle deck in Italian. You might wonder, why did I get it then? I don't know. The cards play with my intuition really well. So I bet La Superbia means the super person, right? Let me check just to make sure, but I'm kind of like 99% sure. Well, it's a good thing I checked. La Superbia actually means the pride. Okay, having that in conjunction with Aradia, wow, my dear pile number 1. Wow. We'll find out why there's the devil here. I'm sure this is going to turn out to be a very interesting reading. And you have growth. Pile number 1, wow, all the green here. Also, this is a green card. Success. Well, if you clicked on this pile, you trusted your intuition, you're in for an amazing reading so far. I'll tell you all the aspects that I'm seeing here. Right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. I'll tell you everything, the good, the bad, the amazing, what's coming out of your, what's coming in. I'll tell you everything that I'm seeing. So you have the 8 of Pentacles in the form of 8 of materials. Love that. Next to growth. Ooh. You have the Lovers card. You also have... Ooh, that's quite interesting, actually. I have a surprise for you there. Okay. You have the Fool card. You have the Empress. I actually really have a surprise here for you. The Empress. Wow. Okay. You have the 6 of Cups. The King of Pentacles. Pile number 1. This is an amazing pile. The Empress again. Wow. Wow, the cards, as you can see, are very powerful for this pile. And you have the 9 of Wands. Where do I begin with this pile? Right, so like I promised, I'm going to be telling you everything that I see. Let's talk about the first obvious thing that I see. The Empress showing up twice, as well as Aradia in conjunction to pride. No. This is amazing energy. What does that mean? First, if you don't know Aradia, let me introduce her to you. I love Aradia, and you'll see why when I tell you about her. Aradia is known as the Queen of Witches, and I've also read that she's the daughter of the goddess Diana. So she's been alleged to have lived, I believe, in Italy, right? Yeah, Italy. And it's interesting how the Italian deck is aligning with her. Maybe Italy means something either to you or, I will take a deeper, closer look now that I've noticed it and see what I'm channeling with Italy here. But anyways, she's alleged to have lived in Italy, I believe, in the 14th century. Anyways, what is amazing about Aradia is that she's known to have a striking personality, and she was known as the beautiful pilgrim. So I see in your aura these days is that you are exuding so much attractiveness. your aura is so strong, it's attracting people to you. It's making people look at you. See, with the devil card here, devil card, the part that I really love about the devil card, when we take a look at the positives, is the temptation. Look, temptation can be bad, it can be good, it depends on the context. In this context, I see that your energy is tempting people to look at you, tempting people to want to know more about you. You're exuding such magic that I feel like you're sparkling. Everyone around you it has an interest in looking at you. And more, if I'm channeling, this energy is giving me energy of people not just being curious about you, but they feel attracted to you and they don't know why. Exactly what I wanted to find. That energy is exactly what I wanted to say, seeing the combination here. At the moment, you're exuding energy without trying, and you'll find people feeling something towards you, being attracted to you, whether romantically or platonically. And they don't know why. There's something about you. There's an air of femme fatale to you, whether you're feminine or masculine. I'm just, expressing the type of energy that I'm seeing. Femme fatale for feminine energy. For masculine energy, what's the equivalent? Don Juan, I guess. So yeah, see which one resonates to you. If not at all, you know what I mean. People are very attracted to you at this point in time. Now, and I want to talk about that here with the Lover's card, because there's something significant here that I want to say. I did mention it in the beginning. But I also want to first introduce the different aspects before we dig deeper. The second thing that I'm seeing is that in your aura, as you can clearly see, I mean, you don't need anyone to read this for you, but it seems like there's a lot of growth and success coming into your life, especially with the 8 of materials here, the 8 of pentacles. All these arms are giving me this idea that you're doing so many things at the same time. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be in the area of work. All these arms could tell me that you could perhaps either be working on so many projects at the same time. You may be someone who's very busy at this point of time doing studies and working somewhere else. Maybe you have multiple jobs, and maybe on top of all that, you're building your career. And on top of all that, you are meeting someone special. And I don't know, but I see... Maybe you're taking good care of yourself. On top of that, you could be working on your health. Whatever you are, I genuinely know here that you're either, because there are 2 clear arms, you're either planning to do all these things at the same time, or for most of you, you're already busy doing so many things at the same time. And I see that in your aura, it is reading that there's a lot of growth and success. And see, even with the feathers of the peacock, I see many aspects. And so it shows all of these things that you're working on are going to work. And you know, my dear pile number 1, if I had an aura like that, if I had a reading like that, I would take this opportunity to put more on my plate and not less. Because with an aura like that, whatever you pull in is going to work for you, and it's going to become successful. That's why I believe aura readings are very important. You learn about what you're exuding, what's around you. Please make use of this energy, my dear pile number 1. If you have things on top of your head that you want to begin, I don't know about astrology, but I can tell you energetically, everything that you're going to do now is going to work. Especially with the King of Pentacles popping up here. Now, I also want to mention something else for some of you. Talk about whatever you do now is going to work. Empress showing up twice. One of them is pregnant. We see little chicks here, a little puppy. I would say some of you either could be pregnant or Be careful, you're very fertile at this time of your life. See if you want to use that. If you don't, then remember, whatever you want to do is going to be successful. Just be careful. Also, it shows that if you do want to have a child, this is a very good time. It's fertile. So this child could be an actual child, or as mentioned throughout your reading, it could be anything that you put your heart to, or intention. Oh, another peacock, my goodness. Or your intention towards at the moment is going to succeed. It's going to stand out, and it's going to be very blessed. My dear pile number 1, as you can see, you have the Fool card. It's almost telling you, jump into things, do things now. Now is the time. Don't protect this good energy and do something very useful for your life at the moment with it. Okay, now talk about being attractive at this point in time. I do see something very interesting with the Lovers cards. If you are single, I believe that there is a significant other coming into your life, and this is a big deal. This is not a small deal. Because of the lotus flower, I feel like this is your real significant other, your real half. Why am I saying that? Because this reminds me of the goddess Lakshmi. She holds a lotus flower, and her consort, or she's the consort of the Lord Vishnu in Hinduism, and the Lord Vishnu is a supreme god in Hinduism. He also has a big story with lotus flowers, because from his umbilical cord came out a lotus flower, and from this lotus flower Lord Brahma was birthed, and he created the whole world. So we can see what I'm trying to show you with the lotus flowers, why I'm seeing a great significant other. There was a great story, great love story between Lakshmi and the Lord Vishnu, to the extent that it is said that her beauty and her enlightenment was so soothing and beautiful, that so soothing to the eyes, that he never sleeps. It's such a beautiful love story. So here it does tell me of a great love story happening for you if you are single, and this is very strong in your aura. It looks like I would say your other half, your soul partner. You're about to meet them on your path at the moment. You're exuding, just like the goddess Lakshmi, who is a goddess of wealth, goddess of prosperity, good fortune, beauty, and that's very apparent here in your reading, obviously. You're exuding that energy at the moment, and you are attracting your other half, it seems. And if we are going to take a look at the Lord Vishnu, he was known, he's of course the god of preservation, so he's a very peaceful god, doesn't like ego. And so you will, and so with preservation, that's why you have the King of Pentacles here. I believe your other half, or this lover coming into your life, is going to help you build, or you're maybe going to be working together, or you're going to be like a power couple. Exactly. You're going to be a power couple, and it seems that there's going to be a lot of love between the two of you. The goddess Lakshmi, I believe through what I read, that she chose the god, the Lord Vishnu. The Lord Vishnu loved Lakshmi, so the goddess Lakshmi. So really, I feel there's a lot of attraction between the two of you, a strong bond, an honest one, and there's a lot of building happening. So yeah, if you're single, I really see this energy happening for you. I see your counterpart. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm seeing your counterpart, and I'm seeing, obviously, with all of these empresses and the little puppy, perhaps you are even going to have children together. that you will grow with each other. But with the peacock here, you're really standing out. People are looking at you, and perhaps also your significant other is going to be noticing you. That is, of course, if you're single. Please take it as it resonates. As you know, I'm reading for a large group of people. Right, so with the 9 of Wands, I truly see here that at the moment your energy is very strong, that it's protecting you. You are exuding strength, and your spirituality is at an all-time high. Perhaps you have a very strong connection at the moment with your spirit guides. You're very believing. You have this tranquility and calmness to you. I believe through your reading, you seem to me like you're very calm, very believing. Perhaps it's raising your vibration. Although not everything with the Devil card could be perfect in the outside world, but internally, it's a different story with you. Internally, my dear pile number 1, you're such an inspiration. You're very calm. You're believing that everything is going to be okay, although it may not yet seems to have manifested in the outside world. You believe that everything is doing well. You're doing a great job growing and healing and working, doing what is necessary, also with all of the library here. Maybe you're educating yourself. You could be educating yourself on the different areas that you're working on. So you're not working blindly here. This seems to me that you are reading about the different things that you're working on, or educating yourself one way or the other. It doesn't necessarily have to be reading, but you're keeping yourself informed. Now, I did notice something here that is not favorable. This looks like a person who is also like confining themselves to the home. Perhaps because of protection, which you're succeeding at. Talk about energetic protection. That is very strong in your aura. But I think here it may be going a little bit too far. Sorry, let me adjust that. There we go. This person seems to be adamant about protecting their home, protecting their space, protecting their energy. But this is to their own, what is the word? I bet you know what I want to say. To their own detriment. Because I feel here energetically, this may be a little bit too much. It's like building a wall to protect yourself, but the wall has gone up too high, where you may have disconnected yourself from the outside world. So despite all of this attention and that amazing energy that you're exuding at the moment, you are also energetically, it seems you're also energetically depicted as being cut off from the outside world. And there's a home depicted in this card. So you're living, even this card is in the living room. So I really see here you're being advised to jump out of your comfort zone, my dear pile number 1. This perhaps means that you're doing so many good things, but the one vice or the one thing that you may want to adjust at this point of your life is to get out of the living room, get out of the home. Or the living room and the home could simply mean out of your comfort zone. Maybe you're not at home at all. Maybe this means, whether this is an actual place that the cards are depicting, or something that you're comfortable doing. I see an invitation for growth, especially during a prosperous time like that. You're genuinely being invited to just go out there. Would you like some advice on that? Let me get your cards. So, 4 cards. What are you advised to do exactly with what the 9 of Wands is showing to get out of your comfort zone? I do want to say something also about this person coming into your life, since we brought up the Lord Vishnu. You know, if you Google the Lord Vishnu, you'll sometimes see him depicted sleeping on a snake, which represents that he won over his ability to allow his desires and temptations to control him. And not only is he sleeping over this big snake, but he's sleeping comfortably, which means that he's very strong, and no desire is in control of him. In fact, he is the one who's in control of his desires, just as like the Bhagavad Gita encourages one to do. It says that it's the strong person that wins over one's desires, and not let their desires win over them. So I believe that the person you're going to meet is going to be so disciplined, and you're going to be seeing that in so many of the areas of their lives. So you're going to find them to be perhaps very faithful to you, very faithful to their job, very faithful to their health, very faithful to their children, yada yada. That's exactly what I mean by that. So yeah, wanted to mention that. Right, so back to how to get out of your comfort zone. What are you advised to do exactly? Wow. So you have the Lover's card right there. This would tell me in this case. So before I continue your reading, I see a very huge emphasis on this lover coming, which means that you are encouraged to go out more, maybe, in order to meet this person, right? Okay. Also, by the way, the Lover's card is a card of choice. So we'll see how this resonates. Ace of Cups, to open up your heart. This could also be talking about... so let me say something. If this is not a lover, this is then talking about connecting with people that you will love. Wonderful people that you're going to meet. Maybe with the walls here, your heart is closed off. And so it's kind of like an invitation to open up your heart to others. With the Sagittarius here, with the bow and the arrow, Sagittarius people are more outgoing. They're adventurous. So I would believe this reading is telling you to be more adventurous, to go out there, do kind of risky things that you usually wouldn't want to do because you choose to be in your comfort zone more likely. Wow, again, the Fool card. Look, pile number 1. I believe that your message in this case is not about what exactly to do. It's more about opening up your heart, putting yourself out there. That's for sure. That's even the flower of life. Like, take yourself out into life. Yeah, and the cards are not telling you what else to do because it seems like you will be guided. This is a time of success for you. So just open your heart, put yourself out there, I believe, and the best is yet to come for you. Again, Page of Cups. There's, okay, I really tried my best not to turn this into a love reading, but when I see it strongly, I have to say it. This is with the Page of Cups. It seems like, especially with the love here, it seems like energetically you're supposed to be out there because someone's heart is opening up to you and there's an offer. So yeah, that's what I see. And so with the Fool card, it's more about, this is the direct advice, other than to open up your heart towards the usual things that you could be closed off from, like you may not have certain time to do things. You seem to be very busy. Or you could be very comfortable, so you don't do usual things. I'm seeing your cards genuinely telling you, especially with the Fan, to take it easy and to just, give it a leap of faith. To go out into life and do things that may not have been things that you've done before or you're used to doing. and be comfortable and believing while you do it. Do you see this figure, how they're on the cliff, but they're holding on. I mean, they're being careful, of course, but at the same time, they're also being loose, letting themselves out there. They believe that they are protected. Nothing's going to happen to them. And even though this cliff is cracking a little bit, they're on the safe side, which means that whatever you're afraid of is really not going to happen. Of course, be careful, but at the same time, give it a balance by putting yourself out there as well. This is definitely what I see in your reading. And my dear pile number 1, I wish you the best of luck. As you can see, this is a time of great success and growth, many amazing things happening in your life. And the most potent thing about your aura and your energy, especially with the Devil card, is that this is a time where all eyes are on you. This is a time where people are attracted to you. This is a time where people want to know you, to connect to you. This could be very useful, by the way, for your business growth or your career growth. And anything else that you want to do. My dear pile number 1, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. These books have been done from the heart to help you be a productive person and to manifest all the things that your heart want to desire, wishes and desires. Maybe this book could be an important book and key book in an important time of your life like that, where you're so busy. It can make things so much easier for you. This book teaches you how to become productive right away. It teaches you techniques on how to tackle even the most intimidating tasks. It teaches you techniques that will blow your mind on productivity and how to make it easier for yourself. And also, it's a book that helps you take a look at productivity from a healthy standpoint, because productivity is not meant to be something that you suffer through and endure. Otherwise, as I always say, you're going to drop it. It's a book that teaches you how to enjoy the journey, not because you have to, but because it's supposed to be enjoyable. It's not meant to be something you suffer through. It's supposed to be something that you have fun doing. And if you're interested in checking this ebook out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, you might want to check out the sister book that I've done to also help you out in this journey. I'm very passionate about helping you guys manifest the things that you want. And so for this reason, I've partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to bring out 210 recipes of food recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. If you're vegan, I got you. There's a vegan version. If not, you can make use of both ebooks so that you can have a plethora of different meals to choose from. There are no duplicates in this ebook, and it has everything: lunch, breakfast, dinner, smoothies, salads, desserts, you name it. It's all in there. I'm sure you're gonna love it. It was done with so much love. And if you would like to check it out, you'll also find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And my dear pile number 1, thank you so much for tuning in. I've enjoyed your reading so much. Such a cool aura. I wish you blessing and hope it keeps being this way forever and growing even more. My dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Aura Quartz as well as the High Priestess. Very interesting card. Let's see how this fits into your reading today. And today we're reading your aura. We're checking what vibes are you exuding at the moment. Reading your energy. Whoa, talk about the mirror and the High Priestess. Oh, wow. Okay. I'll tell you what I see in a second. You have the mirror with 11, perception. You have... this came before, deliranti. And I believe you guys told me that it means someone who's not speaking in a sensible way. What's the word? Delirious? Okay, you have, whoa, disruption. Okay. And you have a month, July. Wow. I'm actually seeing something very interesting here. Okay. You have tulip, great passion. This is actually cool. I know you might be thinking, how is this cool? I'll show you right now. But let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the 8 of Swords. You're going to be surprised with this. You have the 2 of Voices, with the 2 of Swords, exactly. You have the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Wands. Whoa, the 6 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and you have Justice. Exactly what I was about to tell you with the balance here. Now, you know I'm an honest tarot reader. I'm going to tell you everything, the good, the bad, the amazing, the unpleasant. I'll tell you about it all. We're reading your aura at the end of the day, and it's very useful that you see exactly what's going on, because if there are things that you want to fix, you can fix. So I'm going to be honest. But overall, I'm seeing a very positive message. There is great opposition between how you think you're wearing a mask here, how you see yourself and your outside world, and how energetically things are actually playing out for you. So energetically, there are 2 opposing energies that are not meeting eye to eye. What is actually on your outside aura and what you are seeing or thinking is going to happen to you. With the 8 of Swords, it of course shows that someone is feeling stuck. But look, this 8 of Swords looks like someone is not just stuck. It's kind of claustrophobic. And claustrophobia is something mental, right? I'm claustrophobic, so I know we get too afraid all of a sudden when it is our minds that are controlling us. Their fears are controlling us so much that we may see things on the outside way worse. We may feel too stuck, and it doesn't give us the ability to act, right? So that's what the card here is showing. And so I'm seeing for you that energetically there is a disruption or an opposition of energy, because with the tulip and July, things in your aura, especially with the 6 of Wands, they seem to be so good, so positive. Many things are about to come into your life, and many things have been happening behind the scenes that you do not necessarily see, are about to start sprouting. And you may be, because you haven't seen it yet, you may be feeling like, oh my God, things aren't working out. The world is fighting me. The world is challenging me. And that's why you have the delirante. And this is like a kind way to show you that what you are thinking about and how you see the world is absolutely opposite to what is actually happening. Because in real life, around your aura, there's so much success and victory, and maybe even with this specific 6 of Wands, fame coming for you. And maybe you're not looking out for fame. Maybe it's recognition, like the world showing you that you've done a great job. Whether this comes from people or just results showing you that everything that you have been working towards is going to be great. So with the mask on the eyes specifically, not on the whole face, I believe you're not seeing the truth as it is. Because if this figure would look in the mirror, they would see a beautiful dragon that is strong. The heart flipped shows that you may be disheartened. You might think that things aren't going to work out, or things aren't going to be okay, when really your eyes are at this point of time closed. You can't see it. Even the figure here is cut before the eyes. So I clearly see that you may not be seeing ahead, but there is a big path, an amazing door opening that will make you feel very victorious and very happy. And in fact, as we're speaking, so many things have been working out and growing. And with this specific Seven of Pentacles, it clearly shows us that you're about to see the sprouting of your hard work appearing and showing up in your life. Everything that you've worked hard into, whether you've envisioned it, actually worked to do it, it's now sprouting and coming true for you. What you've harvested, you're going to reap. And what are you going to reap with the 10 of Cups? It shows that you're going to be absolutely happy. 10 is an excess of an energy. I always tell you that. And I see here with the 10 of Cups, you're not just going to be happy with the things arising in your life, but you're going to be ecstatic with what's about to show up. There are many things ahead that is written for you, fated for you. Perhaps with the Justice card, you've agreed to experience even before you come here, and that's why it's guaranteed to happen. It's part of your spiritual journey, and you're going to be very happy with what's to come ahead. So do know, whenever you're worried, whenever you see your world is so closed, remember what I told you about claustrophobia, because I don't want to get into claustrophobia, but this card is really giving me this intuitive kick to talk about it. But I don't know, honestly, if claustrophobia could be healed or not. I bet it could. But things that I've been telling myself when I feel like I'm in a tight space and I start getting anxious, I tell myself, if I panic, I'm not going to be able to think clearly and take myself out of a situation. And this year, I was sightseeing, and there was this tomb that we had to go underground. It was something I would never have done. It's like a couple of steps down, but that just feels scary, and especially if there are a lot of people. And I really wanted to see it, and so I challenged myself. I went there during a time where, it was calm, and I talked myself into it. I was like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. And I took a couple of steps down, and then when I went down, when it started getting bad, I was like, no, gotta get back up. And then I told myself that this is an opportunity to start healing this. I know that this is going to be different for everyone, but perhaps the story would help you in your world. And so I knew I wasn't going to stay there for long. And then I said to myself, it's okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm not going to worry, because if I panic, it's going to be bad. If I panic, no one's going to be able to bring me out. So I took, some pictures. I didn't enjoy it that much, to be honest with you, but I was also mesmerized that I had the opportunity to be there. And then I calmly took myself up, right? As I was going up, there was this space that they have where the people going up can step to the side so that the people coming down can go down, and you know what I mean. And so as I was going up, there was people coming down, and then I was about to panic, and I said, hey, there's the space down there. Took a couple of steps down. I hope I'm not boring you with the story. Waited for the people to come out, and then I peacefully went up. This was a big deal for me. Big deal. I could never imagine myself doing that. I don't think I'm going to do that again, but it did show to my mind that I can be calm and I can talk myself quietly out of things. So perhaps I was meant to tell you the story, because if you're feeling afraid at this point in life, things are not showing up in your life, or that's why there's delirante here. It's further from the truth. And so you're being guided at this point to navigate through life by telling yourself it's going to be okay, and not panicking and not feeling extreme stress, because due to the fact that you cannot see ahead, you will have perhaps your mind playing games on you and making you stress and anxious, and it won't allow you to navigate until you come out to the other side. But do believe, my dear pile number 2, that what is to come, you're not seeing. In fact, that's why you were drawn to the High Priestess, because the High Priestess is the gatekeeper between this world and the other world. She's the gatekeeper of secrets. You're not, although there's amazing things to come, you're not meant to know about it now. And you're not going to. In fact, look at this High Priestess here going, you're not going to know. There are amazing things to come, but you're not supposed to find out about it now. Why? Maybe it would stop your progress. Maybe you would feel so good that you won't try. Maybe the spiritual world or you came here to teach yourself to have faith and go through it anyways without panicking about the results or about waiting for the results, but you're meant to achieve something. And look, pile number 2, this is so near. Look, if this is a timeless reading, of course, but in case you're not watching this now, this is April. July is in 2 months. This shows us that the sun is coming out very soon for you. It's about to happen. It really, really is. Look at your depictions for yourself, for your cards. It's been taking time, but it's about to sprout. It's very near. You're really near the end. You're about to enter this prosperous, beautiful time of your life where things are going to be great. And if you think otherwise, look, the card is telling you delirante. You're not seeing this right at all. The reality is far different from what you think is going to happen. You think that the world is fighting you, but look at the proportion here. The fact is that you're way bigger and stronger than the things you're worried about, meaning that there are solutions and there are things you can do to navigate through these times, because in a couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months, it will be history. If I can name your pile, this is going to be history, my dear pile number 2. Please don't be afraid. In fact, 11 from the very beginning, I've noticed, is a divine number. You're really protected. 1, 1, 1. Things are going to change for you. You're going to see. One day you're going to remember this reading. You're going to remember your aura reading. Things are changing for you, my dear pile number 2. And there's part of your aura that is afraid, and part of your aura is very strong because of the things that are coming. That's kind of what this is the energy that I'm seeing here. There are some weak spots in your aura due to worries and fears and perhaps stress. And there is a vibrant part of your aura, like it's almost like shining over everything, because there are wonderful times to come, my dear pile number 2. Please believe it. This is what your reading is telling you. A reading about your aura. Wonderful, amazing things are going to happen to your life. You're going to see with the 10 of Cups here. Not only are you going to be happy, you're going to be ecstatic. And do know that this is fated for you. This is something that you've agreed on. You've agreed to experience. And so you shall have. And it's sprouting your life perhaps even in July, or maybe in the spring with the tulip, or maybe in the summer, or maybe even in a couple of days when the weather is warmer. In all cases, things are changing for you with all of the red here. So beautiful. I love red hair. I believe this is Leo energy. It could be big changes coming to you in the summer. And my dear pile number 2, have faith, please. What you're seeing now is far different than what is entering into your life. I don't want to say it a lot, but you will see one day, my dear pile number 2, how things are about to change for you completely from what you have in mind. This is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 2. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. They were done with every bit of my heart, making sure that I provide you with the exact information that will help you become a productive person, manifest the things that you want throughout your whole life. This book is full of techniques on how to tackle your tasks, even the most intimidating tasks. You'll find that these techniques provide you with brilliant ideas that maybe you haven't considered or thought of before at all, that successful people use to become productive in such an easy way. It also teaches you how to have a healthy mindset towards productivity, because productivity is not meant to be a journey that you suffer. It is truly meant to be enjoyed, and it's all about learning how to see it the right way. It teaches you things like how to not depend on motivation, because motivation is an emotion that comes and goes. If it comes, wonderful. If it's not, we're not going to waste the day to have one day without our dream. It teaches you how to go about it, enjoy it. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, you might want to check out its sister book. This book was also done with so much love and care, making sure you benefit and make your life better. For this reason, I partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to bring out 210 recipes of healthy and delicious meals that are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. If you're vegan, there's a vegan version. If not, you can definitely make use of both ebooks so that you have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from that are cooked in a matter of minutes. In this ebook, you'll find lunch, breakfast, dinner, smoothies, desserts, salads, you name it. It's all in there. And if you're also interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in. Behold of the amazing things that are coming into your life. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful rose quartz as well as the death card. Very interesting. Let's see how this fits into your reading. And today we're taking a look at your aura. What vibe are you exuding? What energy are you exuding at the moment? Let's find out together. Whoa, that's pretty powerful. Seeing the death card with the Athame is quite interesting. So the Athame, commander of power. 23 standing out to me. We'll perhaps find out why now. I think this, you guys told me several times, it's not Athame, it's Athame. My apologies. Okay, will this fit here? No. Then let's take this one. We have Dottore. This is an Italian deck. I love the depictions on it. It really sparks my intuition, but let me check the meaning. Could it be doctor? Yes, it is indeed doctor. You have, whoa, surrender. Such a peaceful, beautiful card. Okay, but the energies here are different, or maybe they are not. You have gavel, involvement with the law. I'm starting to understand what this is. Okay, let's now check out your tarot cards. So, my dear pile number 3, you have the Queen of Inspiration. This is the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. I love the Queen of Wands. You have the Hierophant. The Queen of Swords. Wow, a lot of queens in your reading. And the Hierophant. Wow, the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Powerful aura, I would say, especially with the Athame. This is masculine energy. And with all the queens, that's feminine energy. So I see already that there is a strong balance between your masculine and feminine energies at the moment. Wonderful. Okay, let's find out more. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Magician. Powerful cards, my dear pile number 3. The Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands. So which queen is missing? The Queen of Cups. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Instead of the Queen of Cups, we, however, have Two of Cups. Let me think about that for a second here. I want to tell you something. If you are in your real world, there's also 4-4. This is very good. If you are in, I mean the real world, I mean not energetically, in your body. If you feel like ill or tired at the moment, if you're healing at the moment, do know that your healing is going to go great. Your energy is very powerful, and your physical body is going to heal in no time. It's going to come together beautifully. So yeah, do know that if you have an ailment, or if you feel ill at the moment, or feel tired, do know that coming up for you is great health. So that's the first thing that I see. Make sure that you take your medicine, you eat healthy, and very soon this is changing for you, and you're going to feel very good. So that's the first observation that I see. But actually, this is the second observation, because the first observation that we've noticed is all of this power in your aura. Your aura is so strong at the moment that your power is felt from the people who are interacting with you a couple of centimeters or meters away. You're exuding strength at the moment. People can feel your energy, and at this point of time, people could be a bit intimidated by you. They could feel like if they do something, you're really, they don't want to get on your bad side at the moment, for sure. I mean, if you look at someone, if you give them the look or you start being just a little bit mad, I think it translates to very strong energy, and people at this point of time are really being cautious with how to deal with you, because there is a lot of power exuding from you. With all of this power, there seems to be also a lot of wisdom when you do speak up and you do say what's on your mind, whether you're happy, angry, serious, talking about business, talking about anything intellectual, speaking with passion. Wisdom exudes from you, and it's a time where you command the air, I don't want to say control people around you, but you grab people's attention. You have a good grip on keeping attention while you're speaking, or while you get something done that is important for you. Despite all of your strength here, there is in your aura a little bit of heaviness. And I do see this person as sad. So there is a little bit of a heavy, sad feeling. Perhaps here, this card is either talking about physical or mental or emotional, or maybe even both. But when it comes to your emotions, I can clearly see that you're carrying something heavy, by the way. Something is making you sad, or something sad that happened to you that needs to be released energetically. Here, I'll tell you what I'm seeing. You'd look at this character and you think it's crushing its baby, but actually, both of them look like corpses, and there's a baby coming. She's expecting a baby. To me, this looks like there has been death. Perhaps there used to be something or someone in the past who used to mean so much to you. Maybe even with a depiction of a child here, meant the world to you. You held this thing or these people or this person very dear to your heart. This is something obviously that was long time ago, because the ship has sunk. And they're depicted as corpses here. So this is a situation that has died. And with the death card, even you for a while felt like you were dying on the inside. But the death card in tarot is also a transformation. So you've come out of this very strong. It turned you into a very strong person, and it brought a lot of awareness into you that is exuding from your aura. Are you aware of this? Because you seem to me also like you feel tired. So in case you're not aware of this, do know that your aura is exuding and is felt miles away from the people who deal with you, that you have a very strong aura. But you're holding on to some sadness that may have even happened either in your recent past, or maybe for some of you even in your childhood. But it looks to me, as you can see, that there is a birth coming up with the death card. There is a new world that you're expecting, that you're looking forward to. You're very hopeful about the future. You may be even with this masculine energy building a wonderful world for yourself. And I want to say, a lot of you may be feeling abundant. A lot of you could have even created this abundance in your life. A lot of you feel at the moment that you have your world together, because that's exuding, of course, in your energetic field. You feel like you have a grip on your life at the moment. You are exuding passion and strength and charisma at the moment. But despite all of that, like I said, you're not yet letting go of some sadness in the past. Although, as you can see, no matter how dear this was in your past, it's gone now. And it's time to let it go, you know? It's time to leave the past in the past and look forward to what's to come, and regard it as a great, and understand. Maybe you don't see, oh, this figure is pregnant. You don't know what's coming, right? Okay, so that's why the Queen of Cups is missing. Look, my dear pile number 3. You still haven't fully buried from your heart, or released is the right word, released from your heart some sadness that happened in the past. And this sadness could be the very reason energetically why you could be feeling some physical pain. I'm not a doctor, of course. Please talk to your physicians. I'm only reading energy, you know, and energetically, the purpose energetically. Although of course you need to take your medicine, you need to do everything. You know what I mean, right? Energetically, it could have made perhaps your energy weaker and more viable to experience some pain. And so I see that that as you release the sadness from your heart completely, you know, to surrender, to accept that fate, or karma is all about balance. There we go. Karma is all about balance. And speaking of balance, things are about to change in your life completely now for you. You're expecting something wonderful to come with the Queen of Cups. This is something that you will love, a new life that you will love. And it's going to bring you so much love, the same way, or maybe even more than how you used to feel in the past. You're meant to release the sadness by surrendering, by accepting that things happen, things change, And it's just part of life. We came here to experience things, to learn, to grow, and nothing is lost at the end of the day. It's all an illusion. And if this is perhaps talking about a person, know that one day you will be connecting with this person in a healed form, one day in another life, or one day in the spiritual realm. So nothing is really lost. But for the moment, whether this is a person, a job, something you worked hard towards, some hurt that happened in your childhood could be as well. Whatever it is, it's time to surrender and release it from your aura, my dear pile number 3. It really is time. You'll see as you surrender this sadness by acceptance, by looking forward to a beautiful tomorrow, by saying, I accept everything. And thank you for all of the learnings that you gave me and the person that you made me today. Thank you. I thank this lesson and I now release you. And you release that. You see, this is a ceremonial blade. So I think you actually may be required to do a tiny ceremony, like through meditation perhaps, where you could even light candles with the, like you have to do something, in my opinion, in that case, intention to do some little ceremony in the way that is comfortable for you, in a way that you feel you need to do it. Suggestions could be to create a space for it, like set out an intention that this is the space where I'm going to do the ceremony for it. Light some candles. Maybe you want to do it at night. Maybe the only thing you can have lit are your candles where you can see well, but they are there around you. And you can set the intention to begin now. And through this meditation, put the meditation with the intention of forgiving the past, thanking the past for teaching you what you know today and how it helped you grow, because you obviously came here to release this karma and to grow spiritually and think of the benefits and the blessings it gave you. And because of that, you forgive it and you release it. You know, take as much time as you need. It could be a couple of minutes. It could be however long you want it. But there needs to be an intention. Release it and surrender. Thank everything. Thank yourself. Thank the past. Thank the beautiful future that's to come. I believe with this release, the Queen of Cups will show up. In fact, I just got a message. Pew! As I was saying that. And so it seems like as soon as you release this, something that you will absolutely love, again, do you see, is showing up in your life. It's a great blessing. Also, along with that, there's a lot of healing that will finally happen, because in your aura, there is sadness that is meant to be released. I see advice of eating healthier, maybe taking medicine if you're taking it, or taking herbal medicine as well, if this is what you are doing. In all cases, however you're doing, take care of yourself, release this energy, and boy, like I mentioned at the very beginning, this is the only thing here that I see in your aura that needs to be released, because other than that, there is powerful healing energy around you. You're going to feel like you got up in no time. It's almost like the medicine or the healthy things that you're doing is cooperating with you beautifully, and magically you'll see things shift in your life. I heard in my mind in these next couple of days, perhaps why 23rd was so potent, maybe 23rd of April, 23rd of May. But of course, this is a timeless reading, as I always say. Take it how it resonates. Perhaps you want to keep the 23rd in mind. It may be a key time for you. Oh, also 13, because this is the death card. And you have 13 here. So maybe 3 or 13, 23rd. Keep these times at the back of your mind. Other than that, my dear pile number 3, what I can clearly tell you, because we focus so much in my efforts to help you heal this part of this of your aura, as you can clearly see, your aura is exuding great strength. And one thing I want to tell you, with the Hierophant in conjunction with the Magician, this shows me that anything you imagine at this time, visualize is the right word, anything that you calmly visualize at this time, you are going to manifest and it will appear in your life. So think about the things that you want to attract in your life and meditate. It's an important time for meditation for you these days. You want to attract starting a new project that you're passionate about. You want to attract wealth. You want to attract love. You want to attract travel. You want to, you name it. Whatever it is that you want to attract, it is the time to meditate about it, because it's going to manifest in your life. I will say, see with the strings that are moving the hands here, which I've been noticing in the very beginning, and I saw it now as I was talking about this. So I will say that it may not happen in the way you expect. There are invisible forces at play, meaning the universe. And so allow it to freely use you as a vessel to achieve what you want. So don't forget to work on it, to approach it, to be confident that it's going to happen for you. And do know that it may not always happen or appear in the way you thought it was going to happen exactly. But do know that at the end of the day, it's manifesting. It's manifesting for you the way that you would love to see it in the end. Because if you receive it and you look in retrospect, you're going to say, oh my God, no, this is exactly what I want. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading of your aura and what it is exuding energetically at the moment. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. I certainly have, and I wish you the best of luck with what's to come and what you're going to be creating and what's going to be appearing. And it seems like you will be healing this very soon, emotionally and physically. My dear pile number 3, this was your reading. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. They were done with the heart to truly help you guys become a productive person and manifest the things that you want. The Productivity Handbook teaches you how to become a productive person right away as soon as you finish the book, because it's full of techniques that will open up your mind to approaching your tasks. Even the most intimidating ones are not going to ever be intimidating anymore. It teaches you brilliant ideas and brilliant techniques on how to approach productivity in general, making it an enjoyable process and something that will help you become successful, just like it has for thousands and millions of others around the world who have used the same techniques. It's full of brilliant ideas that you may not have heard of before, and it teaches you a healthy mindset to becoming productive, because productivity is not meant to be a process that you suffer through, but it's honestly meant to be a process that you enjoy. Why? Because if you suffer through it, you're eventually going to drop it. And so it's not sustainable, nor is it healthy. And so this book really teaches you how to enjoy the process, how to not depend on motivation, because motivation is a feeling that comes and goes. If it's here, that's wonderful. If it's not, you're not gonna waste the day not achieving the things that you wished you want to achieve. And so if you're interested in checking this ebook out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, you might want to check out the Productivity e-cookbook. It was also done with great intention to help you out in your world, because in our day and age, we want to be productive and look out for our dreams. And at the same time, we've learned that it's important to eat healthy, to have a healthier body. And so this book covers just that. It gives you 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do whatever is important for you. I've partnered with a nutritionist to bring out this ebook for you. And if you're vegan, there's a vegan version. If not, you can even make use of both ebooks, and you have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from. You have it all: healthy breakfast, dinner, lunch, snacks, dessert, smoothies, salads, you name it, it's all in there. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also a vegan version, like I mentioned. And my dear pile number 3, thank you so much for tuning in. It was a pleasure doing this reading for you. I'm wishing you the best of luck from my heart, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.